Each step through Eastwood and the crowd calls out louder. The town's support for the British Army shown through strength in numbers. The parading troops, 170 Infrastructure Support Engineer Group, live here too, at nearby Chetwynd Barracks. The group's members served in Afghanistan and are serving elsewhere right now. Colonel Hatcher is its commander.
62, 63, 66 Works Group, alongside the group's headquarters and support squadron, are on parade here today, representing the 200 or so officers and soldiers who are currently deployed both in the UK and overseas in support of training operations and other defence activity.
In 2009, the troops were granted freedom of entry into Broxtowe Borough, a medieval tradition of trust and a huge civic honour, the perfect reason to parade during Armed Forces Week.
I'm so proud of them because we don't get the opportunity to connect with the public and where we live very frequently, so it's great to be able to do this. We did a parade a couple of weeks ago in Derby for the Queen's Jubilee, and then to do this in the middle of Armed Forces Week, it's been absolutely perfect.
Armed Forces Day and the wider week means that communities can celebrate the serving men, women and veterans that form the British Army, Navy and Air Force. But it's about their families too. Back in Eastwood, Sabina arrived early before the pavement packed out.
My husband and I have been together for 19 years, married for 15, and this is the very first time I'm ever going to see him march. So just trying to contain myself because I'm a little bit excited.
Well, it means everything, doesn't it, to see our soldiers. We don't see a lot of them in Eastwood, and I've got 3 sons and none of them are in uniform, and I desperately wanted them to be.
Broxtowe's MP Darren Henry served in the Air Force.
When you're serving, you're very aware that you're there to do your duty for your country. And 170 Engineer Group came back from Afghanistan last year, for example, so we're very proud of that. But what's important about a day like today is that you express your connectivity with the community.
For Councillor Rigilovic, leading his community means keeping it connected to the forces that share these streets.
They are able, therefore, to come out, show their support for the armed forces, for the job that they do in protecting our freedom, our culture and our heritage. We are immensely proud.
The war in Ukraine has shown Britain's armed forces still have strong ties internationally, but on Armed Forces Day, the connection isn't lost locally either. Will Hollis for GB News in the East Midlands.